This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, whole family nutrition.
I'm a big believer in goal setting. I know you are too. And so maybe you have to make a step, one little step here and then set goals for, okay, as my income increases, I'm going to buy some personal protection from these EMF things. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop using my microwave. Think of the electric bill you'll save on by not using your microwave.
Give me an example of personal protection equipment and how much would it cost?
See. Well, there's a little item that I have. Where'd she go? I have it somewhere. This one is a personal pendant, and I may be able to produce it. Yep. I had it up my sleeve. So this is just a tiny little guy, and this is like $40. It has little kind of specially organized wires and things. So this little guy helps organize the energies as they're coming into my body and just make them not quite those same negative energies. It doesn't take away the energy. It just reorganizes it. Oh, wow. So this is sort of like my number one, like everyone should probably get one of these. And this came from freshandalive.com. And that's
a privately owned company. Organite or no?
No, but the larger units will be using Organite.
Organite. I've heard about Organite. I don't know what it is really, but I've heard about it.
So that's one. And then the other one that I do, this has the Organite in it. This sits by me when I work on the computer. It doesn't prevent EMFs. Again, what this does is create a harmonious frequency that kind of helps buffer the EMFs. So the combination of wearing the pendant and having the little pad, that's a really good combination.
Wow.
There are lots of companies out there that make EMF protection devices. I listened to this founder on some YouTubes, really liked his style, really liked his expertise and how deep he went into the technology. So that's another thing people can do is go to freshandalive.com and read his articles about EMFs, the dangers, what he's doing, why he's doing it, et cetera. So, because I think that until we have that wave of change, we're going to need to do small things at home, small things in the car to protect ourselves. Definitely our cell phones have to have a device. That's critical.
One of those stickers.
Yeah, something that will be organizing the energy.
It's weird because that's interesting because it just feels like it's like, a sticker's going to do something. Yeah. It's like, but it does.
It does. It depends. It depends on what things are made out of. I remember the first time I bought a EMF device for my cell phone, I couldn't believe it. It was basically a little slit of hard, clear plastic with a green figure 8 on it. Like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? How's that going to work? It worked.
Wow.
So I don't know. These are the geniuses and engineers and people that are just in a whole field of their own, but they're the ones that think this stuff through and figure it out and, pitter around in their workshops until they get it right. You can definitely prove the efficacy of these devices using simple techniques like muscle testing and dowsing to verify that the energy itself has changed. So that was an important part of what I needed to see in my learning process about all this and becoming awake was, okay, I'm going to take Dr. Dale's word for it, but I'd also like to see some proof that this stuff is actually working. And of course, we were able to do that in the clinic and verify it. Yeah, these things work.
Some countries, they have those above the bed. They have a full mosquito net for mosquitoes.
Yep.
That might be interesting if that was actually almost a light chainmail or a metal material, because then over your bed, it would be a Faraday cage.
You're probably the guy to design it, Dave.
Hey. So I think there's a couple things, in my opinion, that I want to start doing to help about this. And maybe you could hit on a little bit of them, but if people get a chance. One of them is probably trying to find a place that you can go camping once in a while, outside of EMFs, outside of 5Gs, because I know maybe one day it's going to not be good because the satellites maybe are going to be 5G at that point. But, our night sky's already changed also, by the way. We were out camping and there's all those new satellites in a row. Zoom, 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 following each other. We're all stuck inside, not doing that, looking up. And when we go back outside, our skies already has changed. Yes. And it's going to keep changing because supposedly they're launching thousands of these satellites. And
Correct.
So you do a time lapse. So all of us time lapse photographers, whoever did night time lapses, we would get like one little streak through the thing, and that would be a satellite or an airplane. Well, now we're going to have lines through our time lapses.
It's going to ruin that.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin that photo.
Kids that are born now are never even going to know that there was a sky without hundreds of moving stars.
Yes, that's for sure. So that is definitely number one. Get out in nature, immerse yourself in nature. And not just like for an hour, like Dave said, get out there and camp for a few days as much as you can. Get away from the cities, get away from the big energy grids. I think that's a great idea, Dave. Definitely, I approve that message.
Thank you for joining us for the Healthy and Family Show. Visit our website at healthyandfamily.com. That's healthyandfamily.com to see what all the other doctors, experts, and real moms have to say about keeping your whole family healthy. This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, whole family nutrition, and aired on the Goldstone Network. People, planet, future.